He married my sister, now we're living together.
Roommates in law.
That was our worst one.
Yeah, well, I think you were ahead of me, and then I caught up, and then you tried to wait.
And then I tried to slow down.
It was like we were both trying to go, through a door at the same time.
Just, sometimes we hit it, sometimes we don't, Tom, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
That is the shout out to Ron Burgundy. Does he say that?
I mean, the way the cookie crumbles, I'm pretty sure that's just like a tale as old as time. That's just a saying that's always been around.
True. And that's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's the way, I like it.
I like it? Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know. I knew it to say it with you, but I don't know what it is.
Might be Jim Carrey, actually. Oh, is it? Yeah, I think it might be Yes Man or Bruce Almighty.
I was about to say, because I'm kind of a JC head. I don't know that quote.
Could it be Bruce Almighty? Are you a Bruce Almighty head?
Not really. I mean, I like it when he pulls the moon closer, but other than that, that's kind of fun.
But it inspired the Noah's Ark spinoff, Evan Almighty.
Which, from what my friends are telling me, my insider industry friends are telling me, one of the biggest flops in Hollywood history, Tom.
It was a great flick.
You're a pretty talented cat when you flop like a $200 million movie and they're like, you'll be fine.
We'll give you another show.
Yeah, I mean, most people got to go back and work at TJ Maxx again after that.
I would just for the deals, though.
Yeah, you are kind of a Maxinista. Speaking of a Maxinista, what is this sweatshirt we got going on over here? What's up, dog?
Do you like it?
Damn, I do like it, actually.
I've had a real up and down relationship with it over the past 3 weeks.
No, I would say it's fly as hell. I'm not mad at it.
All right. It's about, I'm batting about 500, which again, those are Hall of Fame numbers, but
yeah.
But with it's like, no one is like chill about the sweatshirt, for our audio listeners, which that is most of our people.
Right.
I've got this little floral. I mean, it really does look like the print in like a grandmother's sunroom.
Yeah, it does. It does look like it could be curtains, but I'm not mad at that.
Could be a couch. Could be a nice wicker couch, like the cushions on a wicker couch. Yeah,
100%. Yes.
So I get either like that, like what the fuck is that sweatshirt? You look like a grandma's couch, or I get like cool vintage. You must know fashion.
Right? Are you hitting the vintage button, or is this a vintage inspired new piece of clothing?
No, this is from a vintage store. It's old.
See,
it's that cool ass vintage store right down the street from the club in Madison.
Yes,
that's where this is from.
You know how I kind of thought it may have been Vincent. Vincent is the sleeves are a tad too short.
Well, I've got it pulled up a little bit, but maybe they are
just a wee tad, because Tom, I myself just went and purchased a vintage sweatshirt, and the sleeves are a tad too short.
Well, we got these long arms nowadays,
I got these long ass arms. We're evolving, dude. My wingspan is crazy.
Dude, I mean, how else are we going to be able to dunk all the time
on these 8.5 foot rims? Tom, I think we would be remiss if we didn't mention that we're not even roommates.
Oh my God, we're not even in-laws. That might be the new record.
That one was long.
But we are good friends. Sorry, I didn't.
We are good friends. So so we should probably keep doing our friend podcast.
Let's do this. Let's do this friendship.
Well, how are the woods and/or mountains? Are they mountains? The plains of Utah?
I was just in the southern plains of Utah, and then I was in western Colorado. I just made it to Denver about 40 minutes ago. Took my first shower in 3 days. That was
huge. Okay, so then you had a good case study. Did you like the smell of your dirty hair?
Well, just the what you act like we talked about this before?
Yeah, we talked about it like 3 pods ago.
With dirty hair?
Yeah, because we were talking about sometimes you like the smell of your own smelly feet.
And then we went into
we went into fart land, and we discussed how I don't like my own farts because farts are objectively, it's just do I.
But you love others?
No, not others. I don't like the smell of poop.
He specified I don't like my own farts, but
you're your own blend kind of guy.
Yeah, I've been in a tent for 2 days, just stinking it up.
Just stinking.
No, but the hair threw me off because my hair, I can't get it smells like a bonfire.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Never mind.
So I was like, how'd you know that?
Well, sometimes you get that like must when you haven't showered in a few days and you catch a whiff of like your own stink and you're like, it's kind of not bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've been smelling bad for 3 days, so I love it.
Hell yeah, dude. Kind of like
Yeah.
just back when men could be men out in the woods.
Dude, I got a beard going too. I was like, I can't be in the woods and shave.
No, that'd be a tough look.
Yeah.
That'd be a real tough look.
Although the woods is a bit dramatic for where I was last night. I've got a tale of two campsites here. On Monday night, I was in southern Utah. Weird place.
How?
It's like Mormons and real rednecks.
Are the Mormons camping? Are any of them camping?
I didn't see any camping Mormons.
Okay.
But there are towns down there too, though.
Yeah, but I just want to know about the camping adventure.
Okay, well, I had to go through some small towns in southern Utah to get to my camping expeditions, and I'm right on the southern edge of Zion National Park. I was in this town east of St. George. I forget what it's called, Mesquite, I think, Utah, and or Arizona. I don't know, but I drove through this town and I see a bunch of trucks and stuff parked like near what looks like a river. And I kind of turn. I'm like, oh, maybe they got a festival or something. There's a dried out riverbed where it's just like sand now. Okay. And everyone is in the...
It's just more sand?
Everyone's just in the more sand. That's a deep cut. No one knows. Everyone's just in the sand area like they went to the beach. It's probably 150 people, like with towels and umbrellas and coolers.
But there's no body of water near them.
No water.
Okay, so that's just a desperate hang.
It's exactly my thought. I was like, ooh, this is a tough first look for this town for me.
Like, hey, I don't know, like the water dried up. You guys want to go lay around where the water used to be?
It felt a little like apocalyptic.
It is quite apocalyptic because the kids are going to be like, why do we come here? And they're like, well, back when I was your age, this used to be clean drinking water.
That's a real, river half full mentality they got there. Because it's like,
but did they fill it up with sand, or is it just like some old? Because you get to the bottom of a lake and it's like gross as hell.
I couldn't tell if they like filled it in because it was like nice beach sand.
Yeah, then they had to have filled it in, right?
But everything there is just sand. It's in the desert.
Oh, that's right. Was it like white sand?
It was pretty light, not full white sand, but like, mixed.
Did people have like beach towels and like umbrellas and stuff? Were they going full beach day? Just no body of water?
If you looked like above the ground, like if you removed the ground from your vision, it would look like everyone was on a beach. They're big umbrellas, towels.
That's incredibly bizarre. But hey, I salute the folks for looking for something to do and saying, hey, you know what? Let's just go lay where the water used to be.
It's really, really odd.
You take the ocean away from the beach and it's a goofy ass hang.
Really weird hangs. Like people are kind of mostly naked.
Yeah, you're like, what are we doing out here?
We're all just getting fried by the sun and like a little tipsy, but like dad's got to drive home.
It's also kind of tough because like you can't go get in the water to pee. Where are you peeing?
No idea where people are peeing.
Porta potties around there?
I didn't see any.
This is a brutal hang. This is like kind of a nightmare hang.
Really
people
tough
bringing
hang.
Coolers out?
A lot of coolers.
How 150 people in just this hole?
I would guess, over 100.
What?
It was like it was organized. I mean, the little mini, there was like a little, it wasn't a parking lot. It was just an area off the side of the road. And there were tons of cars. That's why I turned and went over there. I thought maybe it was like a street fest or something.
Was it labeled or anything?
Nope. There's
just bang a Larry by the Hardys, and then you'll see the huge hole we're all in.
There's just like so much sand people are going to be laying in.
Tons of space. You'll see us.
I mean, this is a 4 intersection town too.
Wonder what they would call that. Hey, you want to go to the beach? It's not a beach. Hey, you want to go to the
sand?
Want to hit the sand hole?
You want to go to the sand hang?
This is okay, but hey, you know what? They're making the best out of a waterless situation.
Yeah,
and we're all gonna have to do that eventually, Tom.
They're living in the future, exactly. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to the border of southern Utah and Arizona, and I'm saying I'm ready to hit the hang.
Hey, I'm ready with you guys, dude. This beach, They're like, don't say beach around here. Don't you fucking bring that word into our sandhole. Sandhole. All right, they're kind of doing it out there. I don't know if I'm sure.
Wow,
you
they're really
Dune,
doing it. Damn.
They're kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen Dune. I've seen Dune too.
Lord, more like a Dune 2 bumps and then bowling a perfect game, huh, Tom?
That was a semi-viral tweet that Tim had.
That tweet got exactly 8 likes on Twitter.
That counts.
Tom, how about this? Another flubbed interaction from the boy.
Okay.
Tough look. So we're going, me and our good big fat friend Tucker Brookshire going to.
He's in great shape, Tuck. You're not fat. You look great,
like
actually. You look yoked.
Most ripped guy I've ever met in my life. But so we're going to like this after party. You know, there's this podcast in New York. These guys have a really big podcast, huge following. They were doing a big theater here in New York. They were having this after party. Me and Tucky are going to the after party. One of the guys of the podcast is standing right outside. We say, "Oh, what's up, dude? Like, you know, we've hung before." And, you know, you're just kind of like, they're talking about the show. They're talking about how great it was. And you just kind of ask just normal people show question. You know, I was like, "Oh, nice. So you guys sell it out?" And he just kind of like, no, it didn't sell out. And I was like, "Oh,
what are you doing, Tim? What are we doing here? Did you open with that?
No, we'd been chatting for a second, but it just felt like one of those layup easy answers where he goes, "Yeah, we got sick." All I wanted to say was sick. I mean, I guess the reward didn't match up with the risk. The risk
is thanks, pal.
The risk was crazy. I just thought for sure.
Oh no!
Oh, you had an after party? You didn't even sell out the show?
Timothy.
Maybe tone it down on the after party then.
Okay, don't make this. You gotta reflect internally here and not lash out more externally.
It was like such a throwaway, nothing question. Oh, nice. You guys sell it out? Nah.
This is, you know what this is? This is close to zero behavior.
No, we've been over this, Tom. Zero is about intent. Intent was not here.
Some comedians, if someone did this to you, you might view that as gross negligence.
Hey, I'll plead down to negligence.
I'll give myself gross and negligent, but not the combo.
Not the combo, Tom. I'll plead down to just negligence. But it was, I'm like, oh, no. So now we're all just kind of standing there. And I'm like, well, we're going to scoot on in.
See, this is where you got to double down. You got to go, oh, you didn't. All right. Well, what do you think we can improve on for next time then?
You're like, oh, damn, kind of overreached with that venue, huh? 'Cause that's a pretty big venue.
Yeah, there's growth opportunity. That's good. Positive mindset. It
is good. Yeah, you're in a growth mindset. You're not in a what's the other mindset?
Stagnant or something?
No, you're in a growth or a
stale.
No, but you're close though. It's right on the tip of that.
I know. I've had the same corporate sales
growth
training.
mindset, and you're in a. Oh, this is gonna drive me insane. It'll come to my head later, but right. I mean, I'm happy. I wasn't like, oh, but I mean, come on, what was it, like a 6,000 seater? And they're like, nah, it's like 1,400. I'm like, totally.
You asked that?
No, Tom.
Oh, I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, right when he said no, I was like, well, I didn't plan on him saying no.
It would have been really funny if you were like, I didn't plan on you saying no.
Oh, I mean, we did share a nice laugh about it.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Good.
It was I was like, oof. Wish I could take that one back. And then we were laughing.
All right. No harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul. But it was like, what? Just honest and on his part, I just say yeah.
Now no, you don't want to lie because I mean they know. I mean, you can find out from someone else, you know.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go fact check. I'm gonna go walk around the after party and be like, hey, he said did they actually sell it out?
He said there. What would you put it at? Like what 90?
Like percentage wise, all the seats were full. Are you sure though?
And then you're fact checking that person. You're going to a new person.
They're like, who is this fucking guy?
Who's doing a census on the show?
Guy sucks.
Do you think it was like pretty evenly split, like guys, girls, or
Guys, girls, or like what's the major demo you guys are hitting? What was the split you get? Did you guys make a lot of money tonight?
Yeah, now that'll make you want to go to the woods.
I mean that one, but I mean, I moonwalked my way out of it. We shared a nice laugh, but then I was like, "Hey, brother, deuces, I'm going inside." Tough, Tom.
Gotta be done with that one.
Tough.
Well, I've got a zero nominee here.
Absolutely, lay that on me.
Wait, let me fill you in on the rest of my 2-day camping adventure. So, whatever. Camped in Utah. It was great, beautiful site. I waited way too long to book stuff. What?
Are you camping alone?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's kind of scary. But yeah, go ahead.
Very fun. But I waited. I didn't book a campsite till last week in any of these places. Didn't know it was like graduation week for most schools, so like every state park is like packed and everything.
Yeah.
So I had to go private campsites, and private campsites are like basically it's an Airbnb. I use this app called Hip Camp. It's like Airbnb but for campsites. And what people can define as campsites can really range. I mean, I'm looking on here, and half of them I'm like, all right, in this picture I can just see this is you. It's your front yard.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. So you're looking on because Airbnb, it's like obviously a home. For a campsite, you're just like, so here's some woods.
Yeah, and then there's
the trees here look sick.
You gotta just read the reviews,
What are the review like? Trees aren't that tall.
Well, some of them are like, this is in Ricky's backyard. It's not, a very remote campsite.
What a dick move.
Dude, it's really so I got so I did like maybe 8 minutes of research before booking each website or campsite because I did it while I was packing this weekend. I got out of there though. Ukulele finally got off the wall.
Let's go. How did it feel pulling it off?
Really, really anxious, honestly. I had so much more to do. But got out of there, whatever. This first campsite, I'm the only person in the entire campground.
Okay, that's good.
No cell phone service.
Okay, that's not good.
About 3 miles just directly into the southern mountains of like Zion. And it was spooky for sure. Any sound I heard at night, I was like, gotta be a bear, gotta be a coyote.
Did you tie your food up in the tree?
No, I had my car. So I put it in my car.
Oh, I always forget your car's like right there.
Yeah, I was still car camping. I didn't have to do the bear rope. That is kind of fun to do though.
Did you sleep outside?
In a tent.
Okay.
I've got a tent, I was getting comfy, cozy. I was sleeping great.
So why not just hit the car or sleep? Does that take away from the camping experience?
Just sitting up?
I would assume your car has seats that you can lean back.
Well, I have no, not in its current state.
Oh, okay.
My entire life is packed.
Your life is okay. You got your banjos and your guitars and
I've 24. Well, no, I picked up I have 25 banjos in my car right now.
25?
Yeah.
You don't even play the banjo. That's the craziest part.
No, I have this addictive personality. I started buying them, and I'm like, all right, now I'm just a banjo collector.
I'm a banjo guy, but then you're a keystroker, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I've stroked a couple keys in my day.
Boy knows how to stroke some ivory. It's crazy.
I've got 2 keyboards in my car too.
I mean, if you want to hear "Brick" by Ben Folds 5, call Ben Folds Tom right now.
More like Tom Folds.
Tom Folds 5.
Tom Folds never in poker. What am I talking about?
Anyways, Tommy.
So I've got a great one and then the next night I go to this next one and I get a message from the host as I'm like on my way, and the message is like, hey, just keep an eye out for the school bus in my front yard, pull behind that, and then follow the teepees back to your campsite.
He's like, yeah, don't worry about the weight bench or those like several broken down Mustangs in the yard, but you can just camp out anywhere by that.
You could not have nailed that hard.
No, what?
So much exercise equipment in his front yard.
Oh, see, now this is a crime. That's just criminal behavior.
This is a guy, he bought or maybe got land from his family or something, but this guy has lived, it's in LaSalle, Utah. It's south of Moab. This guy has lived on this little square, I don't know, maybe 400 acres, whatever it is, his entire life. And he has,
Okay, 400 acres. You're making it sound like, it's a quarter of an acre and you kind of wave to each other before you go to sleep.
well, that's where the campsites are.
Wait, right in front of his house?
I was like 200 yards from his house. He came by. But here's the good news, Tim. He wanted to hang out too.
Oh, no.
Ricky, my guy Ricky, he's got hair past his shoulders, old wispy white hair. You know the mustache he has.
Of course, yeah. Does he have the little John Lennon glasses?
No, but he was wearing some like speed racer glasses.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Kind of like maybe early 2000s cyclist.
Kind of, are they Oakley?
I would say adjacent. They're gas
Sure.
station versions of Oakley's.
I got you. But they're kind of like that weird reflective mirror.
100%.
Yeah. Does he have jean shorts that go just past his knee?
He was wearing jeans, but he owns those shorts for sure.
Yeah, some Tevas with socks and like what I'm picturing is like a Grateful Dead t-shirt.
He had his work boots on because he was making a new pen for his alpaca.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, that was my second guess.
Yeah. Dude, he comes by like immediately and like gives me a lesson on how to start a fire. And I was like, I'm gonna snap in a second here.
I'm gonna snap these branches and help you start that fire, dude. This rules.
Because I explained to him like I've camped a lot before, and he's like, here's how I actually like to start the fires. And I was like, I'm gonna freak out.
Were you polite? Did you just take it and say,
of course
no,
I was
that's great.
polite. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for your backyard. He had a trailer that he was using. It was just the back half of an old Volvo.
I mean, yes, that rules so
he had
hard.
Cut an old Volvo in half and installed a trailer hitch onto it and was using it as his trash trailer.
But you know what? This is a good guy to know because we were discussing where we're going when the Civil War breaks out. This guy's got 400 acres. You know, a lot of that is booby trapped. If
the grid went down tomorrow and the world started ending, my guy Ricky would not even notice.
He wouldn't notice until zombies showed up on his land, and he'd be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't think you guys signed up on the Airbnb for camping website."
Which site did you guys have? Site 4? That's the one behind the old porta potty that I stole from a construction site.
Actually, we don't rent to the undead, so I don't know if you guys are allowed to be here. Okay, so he only tried to hit the hang button once, though, right?
No, he came by about 4 times last night.
So you saw him coming, and you're like, okay, here he comes.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. He wanted it to be like a communal. There was another guy camping there too, who was probably like 100 yards down the road from me. And he was going between our sites, and he's like, well, Patrick down there, he's there, blah, blah, blah. And he's got a dog, and he's actually friends with my dog. He's bringing his dog around. His dog ate my sausage right off the table.
Oh,
and I was really pissed. Wait, get this line from him. I'm rambling. Sorry.
Lay it on me.
This guy, so I had cut up a bunch of cheese and sausage and crackers, threw it out there as I was making my fire, little appetites.
Sure.
I'm talking to Ricky about God knows what, and then I turn around and his dog is just eating. He goes, "Oh, is Ringo getting into something?" And I go over, I'm like, "Oh yeah, he just ate my sausage. I hope if that's okay with his stomach, whatever." And he goes, "Yeah,
Tom."
What?
Just classic polite Tom.
Oh yeah, I apologize.
This guy's dog is eating your food, and you're like, oh man, I hope that food that I was going to eat myself is cool on your dog's stomach. Sorry about that.
I just wanted to give him a heads up in case he started puking or something. I was like, it was summer sausage, and then Ricky goes, he hit me with. He kind of implied that it was my fault. He was like, oh. Yeah, I try to keep him away from human food. So, I have treats if you want to give him treats. And I was like, no, I didn't give that to him.
So we've been talking this whole time. You didn't see me once. Gesture to Ringo, like, hey, go get a thing of sausage while I got him distracted.
I got you covered, dude.
Ringo, quick.
I was like a little bit like, are you fucking serious right now?
First of all, I'm supposed to be out here alone. Ricky, why is Ringo here?
Why are you here? Why is Ringo here?
Why are you and Ringo hanging out again?
I
Rick?
don't care about your other tenant, Patrick. It's great that he's on his way to Aspen. That's so sick. God.
Oh, I do love that, dude. You're like, all right, Ringo, go. I'll distract him. I'm going to talk to him about Pat for 35 minutes.
Hope you
get
like
the sausage.
Hope you like summer sausage. I'm so pissed at this guy.
Pat, that does no, not Pat. I'm sorry. Pat's the man. He's on his way to Aspen. Ricky, this sucks.
Ricky, it wasn't zero because it was like this guy is so lonely.
I mean, the loneliness is off the charts.
Yeah.
When you're renting out your front yard, the loneliness is beyond.
Well, also check out this invite that I declined. That I was like, that was sure to be a good story, but I'm gonna not do it. On the site that I booked it on, it said you won't have cell phone service, but there is Wi-Fi available. So I was like, oh, great. So I asked him about the Wi-Fi, and he was like, oh, yeah, what do you got to do? And I'm like, oh, I was just going to check on the Timberwolves game later, Timberwolves Nuggets. And he's like, let me see what I can do. And he comes back later, and he's like, I think I can get it on my TV if you want to come in and watch it.
Ooh, no.
I was like, oh,
No.
yeah, I was just going to check the score at some point, you know. And so he gave me the Wi-Fi login, but I literally had to go walk like the 250 yards and stand like outside his house. So I didn't watch it. I just ended up going and checking at halftime. But it was
all of this to sleep outside.
Yeah, but
all
here's
of this
the thing.
just to set up a tent.
As soon as the sun went down, it's like crazy sunset. I'm sitting at a fire by myself. Ricky had finally gone inside. It was still a nice. I mean, look at this, dude. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You know, it's
bad.
It's a decent little setup. He did have several teepees, and he is a very white man.
Well, you know, he's got to do something with his time out there.
Yeah, he had made them himself.
Did he like? As long as he didn't like, you know,
no, he did.
Like,
he did.
Oh, he did
exactly
okay. Well,
what you were thinking. Yes. Did he have Native American like paintings on the side of him?
Weird symbolism.
You bet your ass.
It's just a kind of a really bad stick figure horse on there.
It was an alpaca because he has an alpaca.
Yeah.
Also, the alpaca not a quiet animal.
What don't they like? Kind of like.
It's closer to like a cow moo.
Huh.
It's like, nah.
Ugh.
Just 5 a.m. this morning. Like, God.
Damn. I'm going to get out of here.
This kind of sucks. So that's what I get for going to private campgrounds. But
yeah. And I mean, so like, how close are you to just like a random bumper and just like some tires that are.
Well, he had kind of done a good job of making the campsite area a little separate. It was the drive-in that was unbelievably uninspiring.
Right.
Where I was like, okay, so his school bus, it is just like a school bus from 1962.
Yep.
And it is broken down.
Oh, I am just staying in a junkyard. What I'm doing. Right.
Oh, dude. On the way out, I went through LaSalle, which is like, it's like not a town, I guess. Like it's like population almost zero.
Yeah.
I drove past the LaSalle Cemetery.
Uh-oh.
It was a hand-painted sign. Like there's no way Ricky didn't paint this sign.
100%.
It's about $6.
They've asked him to stop several times.
Stop calling. You can't just bury all your alpacas here. Call it the LaSalle Cemetery, Ricky. It was probably the size of a large front yard in suburban America.
Mm-hmm.
Just fenced in. And this is in the middle of nothing, just in the middle of dirt fields. And just one like half acre squared off with a chain link fence. And it's got a wooden sign on it that says LaSalle Cemetery, and probably 100 little tombstones out there.
You know,
really, really dark stuff to start. That was at 7:30 a.m. this morning. That's what I saw.
It's just weird. Like, you know, some people are just born out into just the middle of no. What do you do? What happens if you're a child born in LaSalle, Utah?
I don't know. You don't get good at small talk, though.
Well, Ricky proved that.
Yeah, you don't interact. That is kind of one of those things. I'm like, you've interacted with significantly less people than I have.
Well, you do stand up every night.
I know, but is it you ever like that? I just think about it like that. Like factually, he just hasn't had as many reps at the whole talking to someone things.
As many reps. Yeah.
You know?
He's just not putting the work in. Honestly.
He hasn't put up the 10,000 shots that you need to put up to make a free throw once in a while. Like,
well, this like he probably just started Airbnb this thing. What, 6 years ago?
yeah, I'm like the 14th person he's talked to in a decade.
And he's like, all right, Ricky, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. This guy seems cool.
Talk to him about the. He goes. I told him I went to the Nuggets Timberwolves game in Denver, and he goes, "Nice at the Pepsi Center." I was like, "Yeah, I think it's called like Ball Arena now." And he was like, "No, it's the Pepsi Center."
You're like,
I was like,
that's why did I?
okay.
What? I'm not going to get into an argument here.
He's like, I think you're thinking of a different stadium. I was like, all right. Once you get that Wi-Fi fired up, we can look it up.
Yeah, just we'll figure it out, Rick. By the way, where's Ringo? Eat all my food again.
Oh, God.
Who the fuck is Ringo? I love him softly blaming you for
It was so. He's like, yeah, I have treats if you want to give him something.
I didn't give him my summer sausage.
I don't give a fuck about your dog, Rick.
Ringo. I was pumped about the summer sausage.
Yeah.
Oh God, I just love it when people swing and miss, Tom. How about this, Tom? I'm at this. I overheard this and I was like, now there's a wild thing to say.
Yes.
I'm at this little show the other night. Comic gets off. Some people around there talking, and the guy goes, I want to get his name right. He goes, oh, hey man, nice to meet you. My name's Mustafa. He was the comic.
Yeah.
And this guy goes, oh wow, hell of a name.
Come on.
Oh wow, hell of a name.
How did the rest of their interaction go?
Well, I had to walk away because I was laughing really hard.
Just a non-white name, and he's like, "Damn,
Yeah,
that
it
is
was
a
just-
fucking mouthful, man."
Holy shit, dude, man, your parents really leaned into the culture you're from.
Jesus Christ! I thought you were gonna say he made like some sort of like, oh, what is your brother named Scar or something? You know, like a
No, it's
Lion
like
King?
to me, it's even worse just to say like because all it is just a name from a different place.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
And it's also a very easy to pronounce name. It's pronounced how it's spelled.
You've heard it a million times.
Yeah.
Mustafa.
Oh,
And whoa, shit,
Damn.
man.
God, I can't believe they got that
so
right
you're
on
like-
stage.
You're like different than me. That's crazy.
Oof, yeah.
And then he was just, he said like hell of a name. The guy was like, yeah. So, and he just like completely moved on with the conversation. But I had to walk away
Man.
because my buns were giggling.
That is like a, it's like, you get those, remember corporate trainings on like race microaggressions and stuff. That's like a example that would be in one of those videos. Like, because those videos
it's
are always like,
obvious.
where you're like, no one would ever do this. Because for like the sexual assault ones, it's like a boss who like slaps someone on the ass, and they're like,
And it's like a yes or
where
no.
did
Is
he
this
go
sexual
wrong?
assault? Yeah. I love the ones where it's like we had to take a sexual harassment thing, and it's like, so a coworker has a photo of his wife on his desk, but it's her topless in a bikini on the beach. Is that okay for the workplace? It's like, no, no, it is not.
See if
It's flying. No.
See if you can identify where Jeremy acted out of control in this interaction. And it's like, Kathy, hey, Jeremy, how was lunch today? Jeremy, Kathy, you're a bitch.
Yeah. Hey, sweet tits, Kath. And I'm like, I think it was right there. I think that's where he went wrong.
Well, I got it.
Can't say that to
That's
Kathy.
someone going, oh, hell of a name.
Hell of a name. Jeez, Louise. Like he just
God.
couldn't believe that this guy's name was just
Is this a fellow comic?
I didn't know this fella, but I did do a little R search. Stands for research, and yes, apparently he is a comedian. I would doubt a good one. You can just spot a stinker.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, there's no way he's just like secretly a genius.
Yeah, he's not gonna go up there and just absolutely rip. And you're like, damn, actually Was
How
that
did he
Mustafa
botch
line,
that
like,
interaction
great? Yeah,
so
like
hard?
I'm like starting to rethink the whole. I'm like, actually, it's kind of a genius thing to say to somebody with a different name.
It might have been a little subtextual, like he was making fun of a guy that would think it was a crazy.
Yeah, it's like the problem with satire. It's like, it
Mhm.
never really hits the target audience because the people that get it already agree with you, and the people that don't get it think you're being serious, so it never really achieves its goal. I'm like, damn, this guy's doing like really top shelf stuff.
No, he just flubbed a really easy interaction.
He's just not getting the reps in. He's been hanging out with Ricky and Ringo.
You got it. I mean, it is. There's too much space out there. They don't have to see enough people.
It is, but isn't that a nice life? Did you envy his life at all?
Of course, the entire time.
Right.
I mean, it's like there's something so amazing about how just like every day out there, it's like just like do all the things you need to do to like get to tomorrow.
Just to stay alive.
It's like that's why I like camping so much. Is like it's like from the second you get there, you got to set up, make a fire, keep the wood going, split the wood, prepare dinner, set up the tent, get everything, and then you got to clean up at the end of the night from animals. It's all like just simple little tasks. You never have to be like, and what's my 5-year plan here?
What's my purpose in life?
Yeah.
What are we all doing on this rock in the middle of the
Well, yeah, sometimes we have too much time to think about shit.
Brother, we only have too much time to think about shit. I should have to be out hunting and killing food.
Yeah.
That way, I wouldn't be asking if you sold out a theater and absolutely botching it, Tom.
That's God, I was trying to think of a way to turn this into a bit, but it is when you see that much space, it's like there should not be a world that exists where there's this much uninhabited space and I can still botch an interaction like that. Like, like I should just be able to get out and like we should just be able to spread out and I should never have to have those little small talk conversations.
It only needs to be like, if you're going to interact with somebody, it has to be a very conscious choice. Like, I want to go talk to this guy.
There's a purpose here. I'm not going to accidentally say something because I'm anxiously filling silence before going into this bar with even more people that I have to talk to.
That is correct. Yes, we should just be out in the woods.
Yeah.
Collecting berries, wiping with, I don't know, leaves. Is that what you're doing out there? Hey, where'd you poop?
He had a gross little porta potty. The night before that, it was like another. It was also like a camp porta potty, but it was kind of nice.
Camp porta potty. Is it?
It wasn't.
It's
like it's an outhouse. I don't know why I'm calling it a
okay.
porta potty.
Oh, okay, so that makes it a little bit better. So it doesn't say like pot o gold on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but
like
it
a
is
leprechaun themed porta potty.
You've never seen those big pot o golds? They always have like some corny name. It's always like, I don't know. The pot o gold is the best one.
I think our main one in Minnesota was Porta John's.
Porta John. I kind of like that.
Yeah, because it's like
I like pot o gold a little bit better though.
I like when people use John for bathroom. I gotta hit the John.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's awesome.
It feels like something like a man would say.
Exactly. It's such a like my cool uncle. That's exactly what I pictured. I was like, my Uncle Ned says I'm hitting the John.
Yeah, like he kind of puts his cigar down. He's like, I'm gonna hit the John. Also, when they say I'm gonna hit the head, I'm like, damn, you must have like, you could like probably fuck somebody up if you wanted to.
You got a big dick, I bet.
Hit the head. Yeah, I gotta squirt this dinky. I'm gonna be right back.
I gotta push something out of the old rinky dink.
You're like, yeah, I'm still kind of workshopping on that. Sorry about that.
Trying to think of like a John like scenario for me though.
Oh god damn it, Tom. I'll tell you something, Tom. BBL Drizzy, I think, is ruining my relationship.
Are you just singing it all day?
I can't stop singing it.
It didn't hit with me like that. It hasn't been stuck in my head once.
Oh, is that true? Or are you being a goofball?
I'm almost never a goofball.
Damn, dude. I mean, this is in my. I can't. Lizzie's like trying to talk to me. I'm just like.
That didn't even come through. I think you were too loud.
I hit the. Sorry, I can hit a soprano. I can hit a.
Wait, will you put the mic farther away and do it again? There we go. That came through. It's pretty good.
I can't. She's like, please talk to me about this issue I'm having. I'm like, I do need to sing BBL Drizzy.
Will you explain to our listeners? You're referring to this like it's just in the zeitgeist.
It is.
Not to our nerdy ass listeners.
Yeah,
I assume
y'all nerdy as
I assume you guys aren't fully caught up on the Drake Kendrick beef.
Kendrick beef. Well, I mean,
but let me tell you this. when Tim and I talk about it, it's cool. It's like a cool thing that some white guys are doing. Most white guys, when they talk about it, it's like kind of like, right, this is kind of a
It's like,
tough
oh,
look.
okay, you're just kind of like a band writer. Like, no, I've been a rap fan
God,
for years.
it
I
is
love hip hop music.
such a tough look for there's been so many tough looks from people dropping their takes on this beef. And I'm like,
I don't have a take. All I know is that BBL Drizzy is ruining my
so
life.
explain what
the
BBL
lives
Drizzy
of
was.
people I love and care about.
Explain what BBL Drizzy stemmed from.
I mean, this is so. I mean, Drake and Kendrick are having their beef. They've had a long time beef. Kendrick throws a shot over the bow. Drake responds. I don't know, but so if you're not familiar, rappers sometimes have beef.
We're not going to the history of diss tracks here.
Beef is an argument between two lyricists, and so that in one of the diss track, Drake says he's going at Kendrick Lamar, but then he just throws a random shot at a guy named. This all sounds so stupid. I'm about to say this at a gentleman named Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin is a producer, has produced a lot of beats for popular songs on both sides. But has taken Kendrick's side in this particular beef.
And Drake said, Metro, shut your hoe ass up and make some beats or make some drums.
Yes.
AKA shut your mouth. Just go back to making your little beats and stay out.
Kind of hit him with, remember when that Fox lady hit LeBron with the shut up and dribble?
Shut up and dribble.
Same thing. It's kind of same thing. A little less racist, probably.
Yeah, I was about to say that feels a little bit different.
Yeah, it is much
more
different.
Politically charged, honestly. But it was just like, hey, it was like, hey, know your place is essentially what he was saying.
Yeah.
To Metro.
Yeah.
And then Metro Boomin comes out with this beats called BBL Drizzy because there's all these allegations that Drake had like liposuction and had all of these things done. And
yeah.
So a BBL is a Brazilian butt lift.
Yes.
And so they're essentially just, remarking on him, like kind of having all of these cosmetic surgeries and bippity boppity boo. He comes out with this beat, BBL Drizzy, and it's just absolute heat. And it's like an old 40s style BBL Drizzy. You gotta listen to it.
I thought that one was remixed by a guy, and it wasn't actually the one that Metro put out.
So apparently it was a comedian, apparently.
That's what I thought. The
original BBL Drizzy, but then like I think Metro changed it, like made the voice like a female's voice. Just made it and then he added the drums to it. Damn. So it's basically an instrumental diss track, Tom, first in history. and I mean, I know most people know this.
It's ruining Tim's life.
Tom and I are longtime Drake guys. I have an OVO hoodie. Tom,
I'm not putting that out there anymore. I'm not standing by that. He got his ass kicked. He got his BBL kicked this month.
People like when their favorite player like goes to a rival team, they'll burn that jersey. I had to burn my Drake sweatshirt.
Yeah, let's do it.
I had to burn it. That was one of Lizzie's first gift to me. Was a Drake hoodie.
I'll melt down. I have a pure gold and diamond chain with a big OVO owl on it.
Yeah, you got to melt that
from
down.
Drake. I'll melt that down and just recast it into a Kendrick chain.
Or just as Kendrick Lamar fan.
It says I like Kendrick.
They not like us. Boy, I hope anyone knows or gives a shit about rap beefs, Tom.
Yeah.
But this BBL Drizzy has been in my head so much I can't even have a conversation with the love of my life without screaming BBL Drizzy halfway through it.
I mean, you got to get this under control. This sounds bad. Maybe you should pick up cigarettes or something. This sounds bad.
I was thinking about like dip or maybe just like really leaning into alcohol. Can't hear that at all.
What the hell?
Zilch.
I don't know. I tried to play it. That failed. Wait, can I share my zero nomination before we get out of here?
Oh, yes, please.
This is a similar example as one that we've had before. I think that we disagreed on, although the listeners were on my side. I'd like to point out. This is a loser to zero transition.
Tough arc.
And often those arcs are guys that are trying to hit on women.
More times than not, that is correct.
Our main zero examples have been that, and a lot of our our main loser examples have been.
Yes.
So, okay, so I'm in a coffee shop in this tiny in the sandhole town in Utah.
It's just the Walmart, and you just had to go buy Folgers.
And there was actually a really cute coffee shop, and I had to get some work done, and they had good Wi-Fi, way better than Ricky's.
Huge.
And I go in, and I did clock this right away. The barista was like kind of cute, like
small town cute, or actually cute.
She was like kind of just cute. So in a small town, she's like everyone.
So she's like everybody's like, holy shit.
And so whatever, I get my coffee, I sit down, I'm sitting at a table, like I just see this guy walk in. There's like not really anyone in there. A guy who looks like if you were gonna draw a murder suspect from a true crime documentary.
Sure.
Just like design one quick. It's
scruffy beard, big glasses, balding, but the hair's kind of long.
The hair's in a full ponytail.
Sure.
But it's like it's like really strawy and thin.
Yeah, gross.
And like kind of scraggly beard, glasses, really skinny. Like jeans are like bunched with a belt, you know?
Yeah, like this guy hadn't had a summer sausage in years.
No, Ringo's taken all of them in town. And I mean, he had less of a butt than any TSA agent I've seen in a long time.
But he's super skinny.
So skinny all the way down, just a beanpole.
Okay.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But he just kind of looked like a suspect already. And he goes up and I wasn't really paying attention. And then I was about to take my headphones off, and all I hear him say is, well, I think you're very intelligent and very beautiful. And I was like,
no.
uh-oh.
Oh, no.
And
what age range are we looking at here? This is late 30s, early 40s?
Late 30s, but like looks bad.
Sure. Okay.
But kind of the way he was talking and holding himself, I'm like, this is a 30s guy.
I gotcha. Okay.
And I perked up when I heard him say that. I perked up like, you know, when like a dog is laying on the floor and they hear something that you can't hear.
Absolutely, yes. They hear that like, really high pitch, and they're like,
and they just kind of their head twitches up first. I feel like that's what I was doing. So instantly, I'm like, music is paused. Let me go one ear.
Absolutely.
And she was like, I kind of misheard some of it, and then I heard her say she has a boyfriend, and he was doing the thing of like, he wasn't like, oh, shucks. He was like, well, let's talk. I'm cool with talking about your boyfriend. And he starts just like asking her questions about him. He asked what her boyfriend's astrological sign was.
Oh,
and she was like, oh, Virgo. And he goes, that's most likely to murder somebody. I was like, damn, real subtle, man.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, right now I'm on this guy's side. That rules.
And then
most likely she's like, oh damn, good point. Actually, maybe we should go out.
Are you like most likely to protect me against that?
He's like, actually, it's kind of crazy. Like, I actually am a Virgo protector. That's my sign.
Here's where it transitioned from loser to zero is she made it very clear she was uninterested. She was like, she
brought the boyfriend up. Come on.
I don't, she's like, yeah, sorry. I heard her say, and then he turns away, gets two steps. He turns back and he goes, well, what's your sign? And she was like, oh, it doesn't matter. And he was like, well, let me guess. And he guessed whatever it was. He goes, cause that's the most loyal. And I bet you'd be loyal. And it was like getting really creepy. And I'm the only one in here. I'm like, I'm about to witness this guy murder her. For sure.
Well, you're like, oh no, am I gonna have to like break something up?
Yeah.
Like, if he's gonna like try to do some shit, I'm like the only person here that could stop something.
Yeah, and he's like leaning over the counter, you know, and she's like back in the coffee area, and then and she turned and she goes, yeah, I'm really loyal. All right, I think we could be done here. And he goes, well, I guess I'll shut up then, and storms out. And I was like, oh shit.
I'm telling you, these dudes out here, people just rejection. People are not good at it.
It's crazy. You were talking about this the other day that people are experiencing rejection at a higher rate and Actually, I don't know if we're reacting worse than historically, because historically we've always reacted pretty bad to it.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's where the danger comes in.
Yeah.
Is because there's so much rejection now that it's just, I think people are kind of starting to lose it. This guy's losing his mind.
This guy's losing. I mean, he didn't stand a chance from the jump here.
Right.
And he's like walking out of there like she just walked away from the best thing she ever got.
Like, you know, like that is just the classic guy that right when he walks out, he's just mumbling, he's just bitch. Like he's just saying
bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I mean, she gets hero, he gets zero because she was like the last line that she hit him with, I was like, ooh, ice.
Brutal. Brutal.
I said it out loud in the corner of the room.
That would be incredible if you just kind of forgot that you were being a wallflower and you're just like, ooh, oh,
ooh, that's gonna be a hard one to
ass.
come back from.
Got his
Just
ass.
Full sideline commentary. Oh, let's see how he responds here. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, poo
now
behavior there.
this seems like it could have been a fun interaction with you and the barista when he left. Was there any banter?
Now she looked a little shook up from it.
Oh, you know, these women out here, all she's
Yeah.
trying to do is go to work.
I mean, she's just making coffee. And he
You got
like
Jeffrey Dahmer coming in.
yeah, I mean,
asking
he had
about your
legitimately
fucking-
no reason to hang there aside from there was no one in line behind him. Like he just got like a black coffee. The coffee interaction was over in 8 seconds.
I was about to say, that's in and out. You're in that literally less than a minute if there's nobody in there.
Easily. And he just stayed and lingered and he made it was just there was a point where I'm like, you could have walked away and I would have said, that's a tough look for that guy. But
He tried, but it didn't work.
yeah, it's like he just has no idea. You know, he hasn't had as many reps, just like Ricky. But the overstaying and just again gross negligence of someone's feelings, like she clearly was like, I'm done with this. It's weirding me out.
This is a clear zero.
Yeah.
See, and here's what I'm envisioning. You said this is like late 30s. Every barista in my head is 19 years old.
She was like probably late 20s or something. She said something about her boyfriend, like we met in college or something.
Man, how did he jump right into black? So he went from, can I get one black coffee to you seem intelligent and really beautiful. How did he get there so quickly?
Well, I don't know. I didn't see the beginning. I only know he got the coffee because he just had a cup, you know, and
I mean,
I guess it could have been, but
I
he
think he
had
went
the
in there with a
coffee by
game
the time
plan.
I clocked it. Yeah. I mean, there's 48 people in this town. They know each other.
That would be funny if she was like, Phil, can you just stop? Like, we do this every day.
Yeah.
You know my boyfriend. You went to high school with my boyfriend.
He probably did.
You graduated together. Please leave.
God. Just that last look she gave when she said, I think we can stop talking about it now.
Oh,
or something like that.
man.
And he
So
goes,
that's what
well, I
dumped the
guess
coffee
I'll
pot on his head.
shut up.
Guess I'll just shut the fuck up then.
It was crazy.
Here's what seems brutal for a lady, because I think that they have to be able to clock, like, oh, this guy's going to try something.
Right away. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because if he's just like black coffee, great, thanks so much, just boom, regular interaction. But then when he hovered, I bet she's like, oh, now I got to deal with this.
Yeah. I mean, and he just looked like a guy. It sucks that he looked the way he did, because it's like right away you're like, that guy says weird things to women.
Right. Yep.
And then he just nailed it.
Right. Yeah, this guy's 0 for about 6,000 with women. Let's see if he can pull this one together.
Oh, let's see how he does at 9:30 a.m.
I mean, also just like the set at 9:30 a, like she's in the mood to be like, oh, well, who's this strange
Maybe
man?
I'll fuck someone on my 11 a.m. break.
What kind of car did he go jump back into?
I don't know. I wish I looked.
Damn, I
I
feel
didn't see
like it's like a Ford Ranger. Like
He might have had the front half of Ricky's trailer.
He just his buddies out there. He just jumps on the pegs. They ride off. Nah, dude, she was a bitch.
She was into me, but it was just weird.
There was some
Not-
guy in there in like this vintage floral shit. He ruined the whole vibe.
He threw it all off. I'm gonna go back as she's leaving though, so I can catch her in the parking lot. That'll be
Yeah,
more
she usually
normal.
gets off around 6. I'm gonna catch her when the sun goes down.
Oh.
This guy sucks. Yeah, I mean, this is stone cold zero.
Ding, ding, ding. It's fun to have an easy layup of a 0. I was like, thank you very much. Take out my phone, start writing stuff down.
Oh, thank you so much. See, now this guy is different than my train guy because my train guy took the L and kept it moving.
Didn't you follow her off the train?
No. They were just getting off at the same place.
Were they?
I think so. Well, no, because remember the one girl bailed immediately. She just got off at the next
Oh,
stop.
yeah, he hit it on a different.
And then when him and I got off at the same stop, and then he just like found a girl in the thing and then hit her that, what do you think about a drink? And she was like, I would never even consider it. And he was like, totally. And just kept it moving. That's loser. This guy turned into.
I think most people agreed at 2 a.m. That is 0.
New York City, Tom, you never know. Love might be around the corner.
We got a lot of feedback on that one.
Love might be around the corner, Tom. You never know.
I still think you and this guy went out.
We did get a few beers later, and I was like, dude, you don't deserve those. They don't deserve you, dude.
Here, hop on my pegs. I'll give you a ride home.
Come on. He's like, damn, dude, what is this, a dino? I'm like, nah, it's a mongoose. Stole it from a 9-year-old that lives down the street.
Yeah, Ridgewood's awesome. I'm kind of the king.
Ridgewood's sick. He's like, oh, right, you just got reelected. I'm like, yeah, king of Ridgewood. Are you buying these beers? Because my card is declined. Oh yeah, this guy is just without a doubt a stone cold 0. There's just no dirt about it. You can't get mad. You can't get mad, Tom.
No, and he was close to having a funny line, but the way he said it was so weird when he said most likely to murder someone.
That is,
if you said that kind of like coy or like well delivered, and you at least had rapport already.
I was about to say that to drop that line, there has to be banter.
Yeah, if there's like good banter, and they're like, oh, they are most likely to murder someone, so good luck or whatever.
Yeah. Like, because there's no chance she was making eye contact. She was pretending to be busy and just kind of
she was washing up the espresso machine for the 12th time.
Yeah, that's a good. And then he drops most likely to murder you. Oh,
not me though.
I would never. I'm a protector of women. That's my sign. What's your sign? Oh my God. Does that work? I've been reading.
What's your boyfriend's sign?
What's your boyfriend? He's like, and his address. What is his address and name?
Sorry, I meant street sign.
Oh, this guy stinks. Yeah, this is no good, Tom. Tom, what sign are you? Or do you get into the astrology at all?
I'm a Gemini, but I don't know anything about it.
See, I don't know either. I was reading stuff about Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
Apparently, we're a bit of a conundrum, Tom.
Oh, aren't all of them?
That's what's such bullshit about. Is they give you like such blanket things. They're like, sometimes you're in a good mood, and then sometimes you're not. And I'm like, that's so me.
Damn, dude. Sometimes I am.
That's so me.
They nailed this.
You seem shy until people get to know you, and then you're not that shy. I'm like, yeah, it's just being a person.
Yeah. Someone did recently hit me with one. I don't know how it came up at a show or something, but someone was talking to me afterwards, and they asked me my sign. I go, Gemini. And she goes, yeah, you are two-faced. And I was like, what? We've never met.
Now that rules. Did
like,
she walk away after?
No, but I was like, hold on. What are you basically like? You just
give me that koozie back.
Sure. I guess you saw me do stand up and like, yeah, I'm a different guy up there. What?
Yeah, I'm not performing right now.
She clearly unearthed an insecurity because I kind of freaked out.
Hey, what the?
Yeah, I do have a different persona called Business Tom that we talk about sometimes, but that has nothing to do with this. All right, lady.
That's a more calculated cunning, Tom. But no, I'm usually a nice guy.
No,
Tim tell you to say this?
I'm not two-faced. It's just like sometimes I'm one way with people and sometimes behind their fuck.
You're like, no, it's not two-faced. It's multiple faces. I'm different with everyone I interact with.
Don't put the bar at 2.
You think I'm I'm not a high achiever. Interesting. Great. Thanks for coming.
I could have 8 faces if I wanted.
I could be such a slimy piece. You don't know anything about me. Take it the complete wrong way.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for only saying I have 2. It means a lot.
Oh, I do like that. Yeah, that's just such an easy home run of a 0. Fellas out there, if you're trying to hit on women, hey, women like to be hit on. Everyone likes to be hit on. It's flattering when somebody, because they're saying, hey, I like what I see. That's flattering.
Gotta
But
know when
the
to do it.
and when it's over.
It's sometimes, here's the harsh truth, fellas. Sometimes it's immediate. Sometimes it's
Sometimes
over before it began.
right when that guy passed the threshold of that doorway, it was over, Tom.
Sometimes you show up to the arena and you're not even in that league and you're not playing that sport. And the other team's not going to play that game with you.
Well, also sometimes you're there on the wrong night, dude. The game's tomorrow.
Game's tomorrow, and it's
You showed up tonight.
and you can't
Take your
play
soccer
against
ball and
these
go
guys.
Just fellas, you can't get mad when
No.
when a lady's not into it. You gotta just say, well, thank you so much. I have a lot of reflecting to do, and I am gonna go eat 10 pounds of summer sausage and think this over.
Maybe just keep it away from Ringo. Ringo will get it if you leave it out.
God, I just love so much. I mean, I have treats. If you wanted to give him treats, you're like, no, that's my food.
I try to keep him away from people food. Oh, do you? Because you haven't done a very good job so far, Rick.
You haven't even attempted to keep him away from the summer
I
sausage.
just met you, and he's already consumed half of my people food.
Like maybe you should give him some treats. He's clearly starving.
But
Ringo
yeah, no,
is famished.
I'm dying to pop into your trailer and watch the first half of the game with you. Thanks.
God, that would have been dark. That would have been it'd have been a fun story, but at what cost?
I don't even know if it would have been a fun story. I would have gotten in there and said, you know what? I just remembered I got to poop, and then I'll see you later.
He's just like still wiping off all the Cheeto crumbs on the couch. He's like, no, sorry about this. No, usually don't have people over. You can sit right here, though. Game's about to start.
He just pulls up his phone and puts it between us.
He like puts it in a cup and like using that to like amplify the sound. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna scoot out of here. Oh God. Okay, so you're in Denver right now. Is this correct?
I'm in Denver for the next few days, and then I'm heading to Davenport, Iowa, and then Madison. So I've got 2 more weeks to go. 2.5 more weeks.
Gotta get yourself a new map.
Gotta get yourself a new map.
Where are we at, Tom?
I think we can wrap this thing up.
Dang, that one went by fast.
Yes. Time flies when you're around.
When you're having a little bit of fun. Hey, folks. At the end of the month, come on out to the DC Improv.
Hell yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying?
Go to the DC Improv on what's the date?
On it's the end of the month. So it's the 30th through the 2nd. I will be there. Through the 1st, I'm sorry. Thursday, Friday.
Are you doing a full weekend at the lounge?
Lounging it.
Let's go. All right. So go to that and then save up and for 2 more weeks and then come see me on June 16th at the DC Comedy. What are they called? DC Comedy Loft. At the Loft. It's also around that same circle area, DuPont Circle, I believe. Head on down the street and come see your boy Tomothy as well.
Tomothy.
So we got Tim end of May, and then you got 2 weeks off, and then on Father's Day, bring your dad and come see me. I didn't notice that it was Father's Day, and that is gonna be tough.
Well, you've got a lot of dad material that actually might be perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to go to a show on Father's Day, so we'll find out.
Just hit him with the hug more.
And oh, you bet your ass, dude. I'm doing it 4 times.
Yeah.
And Madison, I'll be there next Thursday. And
that's
then
just gonna be juiced. Wait, who do you got on that big fat show?
We got Mr. Daryl Schmitz hitting the feature button, and then I'm not sure who's hosting. They booked someone.
Oh, cute.
I don't need to expose somebody else, but I had someone someone told me that the club said they could host if it was cool with me, and then I checked with the club, and that was not the case.
God, I love that. I love a nice big fat back check.
And it's a stranger. I'm like, why would I just trust you? This is a DM request folder.
All right. Well, when on the Patreon, you can tell the folks who it is.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, folks. We love you. Hey, toss us some 5-star reviews on Spotify. Tell a friend. Tell a lover.
Yes.
Tell an acquaintance.
If you don't send this to a friend this week, you are the 0.
Damn.
Also, send us notes. I got another submission that we got to read next week. So Sam, I'll read that next week. Sorry, we ran out of time today.
Sammy boy. Yep, we love you guys. Bye.
All right, bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together.